Unaenda kumuita tena?
Nataka kuishikilia na site. But nitaanza tu kuongea hata kabla hajafika. Fika hii. The demolition machines are here at what was the Airgate Centre, formerly the Taj Mall. They having arrived here as early as 6 a.m. This demolition taking place on a day when most of the tenants of this building had already been given a chance to remove their property from the rooms inside this building. The police is here, the Kenya Power officials are here. We've also been able to speak to some officials from the Kenya Pipeline Company who say they are also here just to ensure that the underground pipelines under this building are safe and everything goes on as smoothly as possible. So this seems to be a program that will take not only today but much more than this particular Saturday, considering the size of the building from one side to the other. The owner of the building is not here. We've been trying to speak to the man who is in charge of the building. We will be able to talk to him live once he is able to do so. But for the moment, police officers are here just to ensure that this process goes on as smoothly as possible without any sort of problems within the area. So this has been something that has been coming on for the recent times. The government had put the owner of this building on notice, insisting that the construction of this building was illegally done and it was important for it to come down. Remember earlier last month, a few buildings across the city of Nairobi came down, and this was because there were some concerns that they were constructed on riparian land. But this particular building is on question because it has been built supposedly on a piece of land that is required for the expansion of the outer ring and the North Airport Road, and they were saying it was a big hindrance for the expansion of these two roads, and thus there was a big push and pull between the owner and the government of the Republic, and there are some concerns over the issue of impunity. So there are so many issues underlying, but then again, government insists that the rule of law must happen as is. So there are so many government agencies that are here today, as well as a group of Kenyans. Earlier we saw them being tear gassed by the police, but then again it seems that wasn't enough to make them go away. Majority of the people who are residents of this area were very excited to see this building come down. But then again, there's also the issue of those young men who are here waiting for anything to happen so that they can be able to pick probably the scrap metal or other issues. But police have been put on tight notice to ensure that this doesn't happen in any way, shape or form. So it looks like that interview with the manager of this building might just not be possible for the moment. But what we are being told is there are some generators of this building that are being removed. The owner wants them to be removed in one piece, and that's why probably he was not in a position to grant us that particular interview, just to give us a sneak peek into the thoughts of the owner of this building, who at one point was running for the senatorial position of Nairobi County, but then again he was not able to get that ticket, and he was insisting that this building has no connection with any senior government official in the government of Kenya, and that it was a sole business that he built from scratch, and it was very unfortunate, according to him, to have the building come down. And it was an emotional and quite an angry interview that he gave media a couple of weeks ago, and he was insistent that there was need for the rule of law to happen, and he was saying he was going to go to court, and at some point he was threatening the government of Kenya and telling them, you can come and demolish and do what you have to do. And so government has come in this morning. The NYS machinery is here, as well as other government organizations, just to ensure that this process goes on as smoothly as possible. So many Kenyans have come to witness. The police is also here just to ensure there is smooth traffic along the North Airport Road, as well as the Outer Ring Road, and the crowds that have gathered outside this building are taken care of. Earlier, like I said, police used tear gas among the crowds that had gathered, just to relieve them from this particular area for their security, as well as for the security of the property that is here. But then again, like I said, while some of the officials some of the business owners who are owning stalls within this building were given the opportunity to remove their material, we've been able to do a spot check in some of these buildings, and we've been able to see that not everyone actually removed all the material that they owned from here. So probably once the sunny machines come into that direction of this building, there might be some people who will lose a lot more property other than just the concrete that is coming down this particular Saturday. So government is keeping up to its promise that this building needed to come down, and for the moment it seems like the machinery is taking a break for the moment. They had begun on the northern side next to the North Airport Road earlier in the morning. This demolition, we are aware, began at 6 a.m. Police and other officials were here much earlier just to ensure the security of this area is up to standard. So we will be live for you across the day, and we'll be able to give you quick updates as soon as we get them.